Like I said, I'm not being sponsored by them. This isn't a paid promotion. This is me wanting to support one of the bros, one of the brothers who is out there hustling, who is out there working things literally into existence for what it is that he's trying to do. Kia ora, g'day, welcome back. Here in this video, I wanted to take some time, I'll probably do some other videos in that as well, to specifically talk about the bro Joe Harawira's product, Wai Manuka, a premium non-alcoholic sparkling beverage. That's the 750ml bottle, made here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. So that's the 750ml bottle. This is the 300ml bottle, and this is the 250ml can. You should be able to see them in the background sitting on these books here as well. There'll be a constant sort of presence in my videos, lives, reactions, and that sort of thing. Maybe even some of the training videos. But here with this product, and actually, normally these are what we drink out of these days. They've been, I think, various jam jars and that sort of thing that we've taken the labels off, washed them, because our kids, as they were growing up, basically when they were doing the dishes, smashed almost pretty much all of our glasses, like normal glasses that we had. But I did find one of our last and probably fanciest, nicest looking glass that we have left. So I'm going to crack this drink open. You may notice the differences in color. So from what Joe has let me know, because they don't use artificial colors and flavors, you'll get different coloration, I suppose, if that's the right term, in regards to how the honey, the different maturity rates and stuff of the honey and that sort of thing. So I thought that was pretty cool in terms of what he shared there. Now, I have done a video on this product just last night, actually. Well, not a video on the product, actually. I spoke about it in a live. This one is purely specifically in and about Wai Manuka. Why? Just to promote it on my channel. For transparency, no, I'm not sponsored by Joe Harawira or by Wai Manuka. I'm doing this because, actually I'm going to crack this open. I'm doing this because he's a good friend, somebody we served, we joined the army together, the New Zealand Army. Here we go, pouring this here, get that into the shot. We served in the army together in the battalion days here in NZ. And let me just have a sip. Man, that's nice. Non-alcoholic, sparkling, honey and lemon drink, made here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. But I just love what he's doing, the hustle that he's putting in, his commitment to his craft and to what he's created so far, like establishing a New Zealand premium non-alcoholic sparkling drink like Wai Manuka, and just what he's been able to do. They are in America. New York City, I think, is driving a lot of their global push. They have just recently, I think, partnered with Google here in NZ as well, and a whole bunch of other places. All you need to do is go online and check out waimanuka.co.nz, I think is the site. Actually, I better double check that now while I'm here. Yes, it is. I was right. Just head on over to waimanuka.co.nz. That's what's showing up there, and you'll be able to get a sense and an idea. It's got their story in terms of how everything's come about. So from what I understand and from what I gather from what Joe and them have done, it was him and two of his mates, 3 Māori boys, off on a journey. One has stepped away to focus on their day job. Another one is still a partner but has stepped back, and they still focus on their day job, but they're not as heavily involved in the Wai Manuka business, which Joe then said left one grunt digging holes on his own. So he's out there hustling. He's out there working things into existence. He's out there doing the work, and it's just inspiring to me. So I feel privileged to support it. As I mentioned, I'm not sponsored by him at all. I ordered myself 12 of these 750ml bottles online, and Joe, just out of nowhere, just because he's a genuinely good person, sent me some of the 300ml bottles, and as I mentioned, sent me some of the cans as well. Not to promote them. He didn't ask me to promote them at all. Didn't say, bro, I'll send you some product and if you can put them in your videos or whatever, that'll be awesome. Nothing like that. He just said, bro, what's your address? And I'll send you some inu. I'll send you some drinks so that you can, you know, have them. And then he needed my number. He messaged me again, said, oh, bro, I just need your mobile number. We need it for the delivery and how they track and process their deliveries and that sort of thing. And that was it. I had already and had originally purchased these 12 bottles, the 750ml bottles, for the intention of doing exactly what I'm doing now. Put together some separate little videos like this, as amateur as they may be. I understand that. But the intent of what I'm doing is to support and tautoko the bro, Joe Harawira, and those at Waimanuka for their commitment, for their work, for their craft, and for the delicious drink that they've created. And gives me an opportunity to drink out of a nice glass as opposed to always just drinking out of a jar. Mind you, I'm used to drinking out of a jar. I drank out of the jar when I had some of this last night. And this one, from the can, this is my first can, the one that I've had 2 of these small bottles, and I've had 1 of these bottles so far. And each one does taste different. Still tastes good, tastes very good, but each one tastes a little bit different. So it's not the same taste over and over again. So that says something to what Joe and them have created and what he mentioned about the no artificial flavors and colors and that sort of thing. Because I think, you know, your soft drinks, your Sprites, your Lift, your Coca-Cola, they all taste the same, right? Here, with this product, each one is a little different, will taste a little different. And so far I've tried all 3, from the big bottle, from the can just now, and from the little 300ml bottle, and I can attest that each one tastes a little different. Each one tastes equally good, but just a bit different. And it's probably this one here, as an example, tastes sweeter from the can to me. Yeah, as opposed to this one here, still nice, but wasn't not quite as sweet in the 300ml bottle, at least so far anyway. I may come across some other ones that may taste just as sweet as the can. And then this one here, actually this one here also tasted sweet. Maybe not quite as sweet as what I'm getting from the can one right now. Yeah, that one tastes quite a lot sweeter than what I've had from the bottle. So who knows, maybe again I'll come across the smaller bottles and the bigger bottles that may very well taste just as sweet as this can that I've cracked open. But I wanted to share that, and I want to encourage anybody here from in Aotearoa, or anybody that follows me, or anybody that is keen to see and support Joe Harawira and Waimanuka team and their success, like, order you some. Give it a try. Have a taste, see what you think. Like I said, I'm not being sponsored by them. This isn't a paid promotion. This is me wanting to support one of the bros, one of the brothers who is out there hustling, who is out there working things literally into existence for what it is that he's trying to do. And sharing a bit of Aotearoa New Zealand with the rest of the world in the process. So check him out. There is free shipping if you use the code NZDF. So free shipping anywhere within NZ, sorry, I better make that clear. So there is free shipping anywhere within Aotearoa New Zealand if you use the code NZDF. So check them out, waimanuka.co.nz, and tautoko, or support the brother, Joe Harawira, and those at Waimanuka. So I did let him know as well that I was going to be doing some of these videos. I did ask him for some information so that I could talk about it in my videos, and he was kind enough to send me through some info that I could talk about, which I've done. So I'll continue to do these, and like I said, I may even do some videos with these, utilizing them as possibly part of pre-workout or during workout or post-workout, and or just having a feed or sitting down, relaxing, having a read of a book, and or doing some mahi in general. So also one final thing, I want to shout out one of the bros. I just read a comment on one of my videos, or one of my posts. So Scott and Chels 6813, shout out to you, bro. He just ordered a dozen. So, and he said, thanks for the heads up. So that's awesome, man. I'm stoked to hear. I don't know whether he's ordered a dozen of the big bottles or the big boppers, Joe calls them, or whether he's ordered a dozen of the smaller ones or the cans. But either way, Scott and Charles, just looking at the comment that you've got on the post that I put up. Thank you, bro. It's awesome. I know Joe will appreciate that as well. I'm not asking or tracking, like I don't have any codes or anything, no partnership at all with Waimanuka. And that isn't the intention of what I'm doing. I'm not doing it to try to get ongoing sponsorship from Waimanuka. I've let Joe know I'm happy. There's nothing else he needs to do. He doesn't need to send me any more bottles. I'm quite happy to continue purchasing the product off my own back, as and when I can, and sharing it and promoting his product to the best of my ability, as often as I can on my socials, because I believe in what he's doing. I think it's awesome what he's doing, and it tastes good. It tastes bloody good. So if you stop by, thank you for stopping by. And if you feel a bit thirsty, why not go get yourself some Waimanuka? Why not stop by their website at waimanuka.co.nz? And if you don't have a fancy glass like this one, it's just as good in a jar. Tastes just the same as drinking it out of the jar. Still just as sweet. So, but yeah, if you do have fancy glasses, if your kids haven't smashed all your glasses, good for you. I'm not in that situation. This is this is the only one I could find. But we've got plenty of jars. So anyway, thank you once again for stopping by. I do encourage you to check out waimanuka.co.nz. If you if this isn't your thing, then just skip and don't watch this video. But like I said, there is no sponsorship deal here. You're not, if you purchase anything from them, I'm not getting a kickback at all. There is no agreement or anything like that. If you do choose to purchase something from Waimanuka, from Joe Harawira and the team, you're doing so because you want to support them, and because maybe you were just curious to see what sparkling honey and lemon tastes like as well. There is some fizz to it. It is nice. I do actually like fizzy drink. So yeah, if you're like me, thinking, get yourself some. And until the next video, we'll see you on the next one.